Hi everyone, I am Margot Tarot Reader. Thank you and welcome to Soluna Botanica. We are going to do a personal reading for one of my clients. As always, prior to the recording, we call into the universe with our client's personal information, for they remain private at all times, whether it's a reading, the indoor ritual, or a spell. Happy holidays to all of you, especially to you, my loving child. I will see a number of things in this reading. It has been a while that you have received a reading from me. So as always, I do the best that I can for my clients. I want to see certain things that I felt the energy of. And also we will see that particular person that you mentioned. Yes, I would have loved the birthday, but don't worry, we'll see it here as it is in your energy as we speak. If and when you have his birthday, go ahead and come back for another reading if that's your choosing. You're choosing. I will say this. When we are desiring to want to be in a relationship, for example, we intend to believe the best of who we have in our surroundings, right? I love that you are following your intuitions and you're having it checked. So we will see all the aspects that we need to see in reference to that situation. But most importantly, I feel that I need to see you internally, which it means the spiritual side and as well the physical side. So we will start, and I feel based on what the guys are saying, whatever tarot cards that they want me to use is what we'll use. But as of now, they're choosing this one for now. Okay. Thank you to the universe. Take a deep breath. Inhale, slowly let it out, and say your name 3 times, my beautiful child. Let us begin. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, just leave those in there. I'm gonna leave these here. Funny thing is, nothing is just to be. Everything is an existence of, especially in the material world. We have 3 grains of rice, 4, with the particles of petal rose. So what that means for me is that you are hoping to find true love and hoping to marry one day and hopefully soon. I feel that that is an absolute truth to what the energies are sensing and what you're also asking. It tells me that you are in care of someone here, and I think that a lot of the times when we are not having what we're hoping to have, is because either the energies are just not there for you yet, because you have other things to do in the physical life and or attend. I feel that yes, you are attending to someone that you care for, and in the moment, this is more important than what you're asking of the universe for yourself. I think that how I see this is, well, what the guys are letting me know is that there will be a process of shift and change in reference to that, and then you will have something else come from that. So normally in the way that this works is, unfortunately, we're not in a perfect world. So we have a yes and a no, and we have laughters and tears. But having said that, it means that there will be tears before you can be able to smile and laugh again. What that will entail to me is, and as we are in the reading, we will see, it tells me that you're going to go through some passing of some sort. Someone that you love dearly will have a passing between now and 2 years. And from hoping, and I'm hoping that before that happens or in between that passage, true love can find you. And I say this because true love is in the horizon. It's just not completely there yet. Marriage and abundance, it's in the horizon, but not there yet. Okay? There are more things in life that you need to do before you get there. And sometimes it's not a lot of physical things, even though it may seem that way. Sometimes is where internally you need to have some type of healing, restoration, etc. Okay. um, I feel that you're working, it's a slow paced movement. Little by little, you're working to what you want and need, my beautiful Cancer. Um, exactly. Okay. Thank you, angels. Um, your intuitiveness is very important because it's kind of giving you an alert to what's ahead or to what is it that you need to hold on and or let go. Okay. um I feel that work is not as bad as as the energy feels at times to you. It doesn't feel heavy for me at this moment. Okay. Yes, they're not Um, I think that I'm gonna look at this one in a more intel when it comes to work, because I feel that uh, it's almost like you yourself. Sometimes you feel like you have to watch your back. Now, possibly it's again, what you're going through in life, that it makes you be on an alert sensory, and so therefore it opens up the other energy of also feeling like you have to watch your back at work. Yes, there are at least a woman in there that does not really like you as much, but I don't feel that it's affecting the energy for you, especially at work. We'll look into it a little bit more. I feel that for how I see this, for me, it's letting me know to let you know. Keep your mind in the forward movement. Keep your mind, your work forward, looking in front, not sideways, not back. You understand? If enemies falls to your sides or to your back, they will stay in that pattern as long as your vision and your goals maintains ahead in full force. Okay. Um, Thank you, angels, for letting me know that. Haven't seen this. Let's go into. I want to see something else. Okay. I wonder, do you feel the need or the desire to want to travel across country or be across country? Or maybe even one day you have the hope to even move to a different country. It's giving me that vibe. So there's a possibility that in the near future you will have that opportunity and or chance. Okay. There there's some a notion of saying that someone is keeping an eye on you. Now, could this be a relative that is keeping an eye on you? And I wonder for what reasons. Is there something to gain out of a passing of someone, that is why they're keeping an eye on you and on someone that you're watching over or caring for? Because we definitely see that. Okay. um I think that you try to be strong, you try to show for what's the word I'm looking for you to understand? You try to how's the word, like a survival mechanism that you have, that you're trying to stay within that method in order to proceed life, in order to stay focused on life and on the things that you have to do and or people and places that you have to care for, without going into details. Okay. um, but I feel that people don't know you internally. People don't know in the way that you hurt, in the way that your pain is. People don't see the way you're sensing your energy or your pain or your grief that is going within you. And sometimes you feel like you want to yell but you can't yell, you want to scream but you can't scream, you want to cry but you can't cry, and there's like a silent energy there where possibly you're doing that in silence, like at nighttime in your pillow, in your bed, whatever. It's what I'm sensing here. I will say this. Unfortunately, sometimes friends are not what the best that there is, and friends can betray you, as it has, and they will eventually. That's just, that's part of the life. Unfortunately, the world is full of enviness, friends, family members, etc. So sometimes you have to find ways to cope with the situation that you're going through and hope for the best, pray for the best, and find someone that you can count on for the good and the bad. As always, I'm here. You can always email, and we'll be chatting. You can write, you can call, you can text, you can do all kinds. Okay, I will email you the information as well, the address and everything. Um, if I do not respond right away, please understand that I will get to you um, as soon as I'm able to be free and respond to your email, text, or otherwise. Um, but that is one of the things why I do what I do, because I want to help my clients in the best way possible so they can get the alignment that they need and find the freedom to live life in the vessel, in the body that they choose, with their spirit be enlightened, brighter, and full of love and joy and peace within. As for that, okay? Having said that, there will be some challenges coming to you in 2026 in this year, based on people that are closest to you, and also challenges in love. So they are aware and they are announcing that to you. But because of those things that are coming, maybe there will be a hurdle, and that hurdle will be the moment that will wake up the inner self of you and say, you know what, I just realized that's the problem, or that's the situation or the circumstances that I've been feeling the way I'm feeling without even realizing. Now I know, and now I can turn it to my best interest. So what I'm saying with that is that maybe something that feels bad and negative around you or to you will be the catalyst to what the good thing is that will come forward afterwards. Okay. In this week that we're in, week of January the 5th, is very important because, again, as Cancer, Jupiter is in your sign, in your first house. So Jupiter wants to bless you, wants to see the good in you and bring you good fortunes. Okay. And so therefore, you have to align yourself in that way and trust and believe that that's what's going to take place for you. No matter how it is, Cancer, someone arising in your placement, there will be a lift, a joy, and a gift that when Jupiter leaves your first house, will absolutely find ways to bless you. Okay? Again, we are also seeing the Four of Swords here, as I did on the other spread. I get 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the Hierophant. Marriage. The Three of Swords again for me. Okay, so I will say this. Based on what I'm seeing, the first situation that I have to address is that there's a loved one of yours that will be going through the other heavenly side in the spiritual realm of life. And so I feel for me in this way, when that time happens is because their body, their soul is ready to do so, okay? Is ready to feel free from the hardship and or pain. But I would also say that if you do not have life insurance of some type of insurance, I would ask that you do so. If they have any type of material gains, property, etc., make sure that you are, as of now, start taking care of those things. So when the time comes, I feel that it will be less unfortunate for you. I do not know the exact situation that is going on with that person that I'm sensing, but I'm having a hard time swallowing. So is that could it be the last moments of that person the mechanical of the body, what it does, that you're not able to swallow, like food and things like that, or loss of speech of some sort, almost like a choking kind of. So it kind of tells me like the lungs, like the fluid in the lungs and then choking up for me in the way that I see it. Of course, you will let me know how does that fit for that particular person for you. Um, I don't think it's suicidal, but sometimes it may fall in that, maybe because they are tired of being the way they are, and or they don't want to see someone else suffering around them. Sometimes they feel like they do things for the ones that they love. Um, of course, we'll touch bases on that as well. I have to say that I do not like to give bad news, but when the energies and the spirits are giving the news to the client, it is to prepare you emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, and also to find ways to prepare that loved one as well. It's not just for one, but it's for two. Okay. Um, I feel that there's so much internal conflict within you, so much internal conflict that sometimes you can't even fathom in the way that you can abstain yourself, from everything that you're going. Sometimes you feel like you're alone. Could it be physically and also emotionally? Probably. You will let me know. But I feel that um, we will find a way to uplift you in any way that we can. And by that is thyself and the higher self, your guides, and you. Um, we will find a way to restore you and your self being and your heart from all this pain. I say this because that's what the guys are saying to you. Um, thank you. Now let's move on to the next situation. Yes, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna look at this one. Let's get into all that we need to see. Okay, let me see. Right, so the person that you're asking is older than you. He did have a relationship. He found you attractive. He found you like a responsible young lady. He found you to be someone that he will see himself with because he feels that you're nurturing, caring. He feels that you are. Uh, I feel that he has a word for what I'm trying to say. Like when I don't I want to say that there's a word in your country when a man sees a young lady being gentle like, family like, motherly like. There's a word I keep hearing in my tongue like it's a different um it's a different language. It's a different like like sh and r in it. I can, of course you will let me know, but my tongue does not develop it in the way that it wants to come out. Sometimes, trust me when I say this, whether it's a reading or whatever it is that I'm doing, my transition, my tongue can and does go to that type of language um, for the reading or whatever it is I'm doing, the language, the actions, the feelings, etc. But in this moment, my tongue wants to roll back and kind of go with the R and the SH sound. He's trying to give me a word or phrase that they use when they see a woman that is perfect for marriage or stability, like when they see a woman that is loose. You know what I mean? So I feel that this person that you're talking to feels in that aspect for you. So yes, you're right. He is respectful. So he's also, in a sense, timid and shy. I feel that you have to take it out of him to be more open. Maybe he's thinking that he's maybe a little too old for you, or maybe he's not sufficient enough for you. Okay. um I think that you do most of the talking with this person. Has he stayed away because there's someone else? um Yes, he has an opportunity to talk to someone else, but he's not in the reality of things. I think that his main interest is you. He would want you to be someone that he can spend his life with. Now, it depends on the type of conversation that you and him are having, as to, do you see a future? Would you like a future? Do you see yourself married? Do you see yourself with children? Things like that. You, my child, cannot just sit there and wait for someone to offer you something that you want. You have to go and say, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I deserve. So they will know upfront what you're seeking and wanting from someone. And if they're not able to give you and provide those things that you absolutely deserve, then they need to walk away and step back. Do you understand? You cannot wait for someone else to do those things for you. You have to. Because if not, the rest of your life will depend on someone else guiding you and telling you what to do. And you do not want to be somebody's maid and or someone to rule over you. It has to be equal on a relationship and marriage. What I would say to this is, if he has not looked for you in few days, he's either turning off with the friendship that you have with him, because he doesn't see that you may not want to have the same things with him. And yes, he can be out with somebody else and talking to somebody else. I wonder how long ago was he divorced or separated? Was it 2 years ago or more? Find out. Do not be afraid to ask. You need to understand that. Do not be afraid to ask what you want to know. You've been talking to this man for quite some time, more than 2 months or so. So you need to say, so and so. So when is your birthday? Get that information. When were you married? When were you divorced? You have to ask these things. You do not want to be surprised. And also tell them, what are your needs? What are your desires? Okay? If he, it's obviously that he would not mind marrying someone that is younger than him, and maybe in the future, probably even have one more child if it's possible. Okay? I will say this. Do I see you being married? Yes. Do I see you being a mother? Yes. Let's start with the good stuff, right? Do I see you having a life, a fulfillment life at one point or another? Absolutely, it's a yes. There will be changes in your either home environment and or the way your home is ruled or run. Like maybe something happens in the home environment, someone leaves and or changes of the home period, and so there will be some type of changes. And sometimes this may be literally just you moving furniture around, doing a purification of the home, and that in itself does a 360 for everyone that lives in the home and for the home itself to vibrate pure. Okay, and I would definitely suggest that you do that this week. Okay, the week of January the 5th. Also, there will also be changes later on in the way that you work or in the type of work that you do. Will you be taking some time off of work? I feel that you are, based on something that will come about. You know, there's someone that needs medical attention, someone that needs to be taken care of at one point, at least 24 hours. And that will be, hoping not, but sometime in the next either 4 weeks or 4 months. Okay, I don't think it's up to 4 years. I think it's months, but we'll leave that as that. um, I feel that you're doing the best that you can, and so from that point, I feel that you're going to have some time off of work because of those things. But I don't see any hindering in your work environment. um, I think that uh, there's someone always watching over you in your work. It feels like a woman. Maybe she's a little bit older than you, or she seems to be a little older than you. You know what I mean? They could be your age, even up to 5 years, 7 years younger, but their appearances is run down and they look older. Okay, it may even be that. Um, I, I have to say this. There's also a chance that in the future, let's say for example, if you meet someone online, that you're able to actually uh, move from a country to another country. I will say this. Sometimes I see this when someone has, they meet people, they date people online, and they're seeking, some type of visa, papers, etc. And so therefore they meet a foreigner who they can marry, and then they bring them to a different country. There is some notion of including that in the future if that were to be the case. But there's potential. I don't know if if that's one of the situations that you are pending in or wanting to, but it's here. And you could also talk about that there's a family member that probably has been through that process or is in that process as we speak. Um, Going back to, let me see, to the person in mind that you ask. Uh, do this, do the, I have to ask if the man that you are talking to knows the circumstances at your home, if you know what I mean. I think he does. So, and the reason why I asked that is because I feel he does, or he has intuition of those things, but he may have. And that could also be one of the delays that he sees you not acting on anything because of that. Um, has he told you he loves you? I have to also ask that. Has he told you he loves you? And the reason why I ask that is there's always a reason for everything that I say and ask and do. The reason why I ask that is because I feel that he has been captivated by you. And me saying that is saying that he feels very fond of you. And all that can lead to loving someone, okay? But there has to be something else to give in to get to that point, right? And I don't mean sex. There are other ways. Like a one-on-one on time, like you go out on a date. Have you been out on a date with this person? Sometimes, yes, it's good to be just, like get to know the person, talk for them for a while, but you have to date the person to actually see in person if you can actually be very compatible. Because who you are, what you are over the phone or over the media is never the case in person, okay? Let me, all right, so we are going to see his energy. see. Let's see. And just the universe and the heavens enlighten me with the truth and nothing but the truth. So what I need to know, what I need to see for. Okay. I wonder how old this person is. Don't be afraid. Ask how old he is. He does think about you quite a bit, okay? He thinks a lot about you. He wants to see you in person. He wants to get to know you. For some reason, I feel that sometimes he gets turned off, meaning that he feels confused by you, by what you might want. I feel that he is looking for another wife, okay? Meaning that that's most likely what he wants with you. Yeah. Yes, he had a marriage that was kind of difficult, and there were things that happened in the marriage. I also feel that he still keeps some type of communication with that person, and also the child that he has, um, the daughter that he has, or it seems to be a daughter and or probably already mature at age 2. So he keeps communication with them. Now I wonder, who does he live with? Does he live by himself, or does he live with a daughter or someone else? These are things that if you do not know, you need to ask. I say for a reason, okay? Also, does he like you? Yes. Is he building feelings for you? Yes. Does he think about you constantly? Yes. Does he sees you in a different light, like a nurturing light, a loving light? Yes. Surprisingly enough, he can see himself being married to you, okay? But wait, just because I say that does not mean it is. You need to take a breath, continue get to know him to see if that's what you want. You don't want it just because I'm telling you that that's what he would want. You want it because you need it and want and deserve it. And if he's the right one for you, which we'll continue to see. Just because someone comes because they're looking for someone stable to be with does not mean that they're the ones for you. You understand? I want you to find out what he does for a living, his financial situations. I don't want you to be with someone that you have to nurture and care for and be a daddy to you. You know what I mean? Unless that's what you're seeking for, so be it. But I want someone that is able to love you and to have and give you time to build you in the way that you need to be built. Okay? To respect you and love you and honor you. I want that. You deserve that. Of course. So yes, he can see that you're the material type to be married to, is what I'm saying. Okay? And does he like you? Yes. Is he fond of you? Yes. I believe he had another choice based on what I'm seeing. I believe he had another choice that he could have gone and date someone else, but his eyes were set on you. Okay? Having said that, let's see you and him. Of course, you could always come back and get another reading when you find his date of birth, but trust me, I always ask because I want to see every detail, basically, also with the planets, but we don't need it. It's up to you. Okay, thank you. Right, there's another woman there that he can easily have, okay? But he doesn't see her in those type of nurturing eyes as he sees you. He doesn't. I would say this. Would his whoever is considered to be his family, those two women in his family, whether it's his mother, his grandmother, or daughters, or whatever, whoever, um, mm, it doesn't feel to me that they're too likable if they were to see you or get to know you. I think that they will pretend to like you, but maybe because there's age difference between you two, that they're not feeling it in their best, that they're not liking that maybe, or they probably think that you're after something else of him, and so it doesn't fit for them to see the differences of age. You know what I mean? He may not be as old per se, but maybe he looks older than what he is. Maybe he has beard, mustache, and things like that, and so therefore he looks older than what he perceives to be. Either way, I feel that his siblings or whoever, depend on him of some sort. They're not going to be too happy to see someone that is younger, etc. And even if it's you or somebody else, I think that they're so used to him being with them only, and that they also feel that they're able to almost like run his life. So they feel, so they think that that's what they're doing. And also maybe, does he have money or some type of financial stability that they are also protecting? Okay? Because when I see these things, it tells me either he's well off, or he saves his money, or he has some type of financial stability, and then these people are looking after those things. Okay? Not necessarily after the person, but after the material things that they don't want nobody else to have. And also they're protecting him probably to not get hurt, in that sense. So they are not going to like you at first. Right. Yeah, they're not going to like you at first, but I feel that um, he has seen you as potential to be a good wife, or a wife material. I keep saying that. And the reason why I say this is that there are things that have to change in your life in order for you to get there in that space. Um, if he were to come back, or you reach out to him, then maybe you will want to have that conversation now. Okay? It doesn't mean go at it and stable something, because I wouldn't do it in this moment in time either. I think that I would let January and February flow freely and willingly and not commit to something yet, because we have Mars and Venus um, in a hidden position, and we want those two beautiful planets to be upright, especially Venus, so he can see you fully for who you are, and deserving of. Okay, he had that moment in time to see you in that in December, and then he fell back, I feel, because when Venus went into hidden position with Mars, they kind of go hiding, you know. It depends on individuals, people, but he could have retrieved himself from you because of family situations, and because fearful that maybe you did not want that or were not ready for certain things to be in a better position between you two, and also maybe because you have other things that you need to take care of, and so he probably thought that maybe he was pushing you to in the space that you may probably were not ready to yet. Okay, there's a lot of maybes here, so it tells me that even though you have communication with him, you're not talking about the actual conversation that both of you need to have, which is speak clearly, be clear, and speak from your heart of what you want. Okay, he's not a child, so trust me, he will understand what you have to say. And if he's not able to give you those things, then good, he can move on. But if he's seeking the same things that you are, and then you give it to him, let him know, then he is now realizing that he is in the right place in time of his life to receive you and to give you what you want and need. Okay? He is a potential. I will look at it again, because now I'm just going to see you. He is a potential for some type of committed relationship. I just feel that his concern is you, what you're going on with, what you have going on in life, and also the people that he has in his life that he knows in a very deep depth that they may not like you, because based on everything he's been through, they're overprotective and they're a little bit selfish kind of women. Okay, so it's not because of you, it's because of him and because of how these women are. And I would definitely ask, how long has he been divorced for them to be in the way that they are with him. Okay, let us see you. Take that deep breath, exhale. Let's see. If he is talking to someone, it's not going to be serious. I feel that his desire is actually you. Now, who is this other woman that I keep seeing? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising woman. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising woman. Could it be a friend of his? No, it's more a friend of yours. Friend or relative. Okay. You have two potentials coming for you in the near future, and I think that if you're open to, if you're out there being seen, being heard, meaning if you're able to go out, if you're able to spend some time alone, able to be out and about, there's a high possibility that you can meet someone else. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, male figure. There's also we have the Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, female figure as well. These are very high potentials for a relationship and or marriage for you, my dear. Okay. Um, yes, we do have moments of grief in 2026 for you, of a family member. Um, have you been at distance from relatives? From a relative, maybe a female relative. And again, I see like relatives reaching out to you because of some critical situation that happens at home, but also because their way of reaching out is because they want to know if there's financial gains toward that aspect. I'm not going to get into details, and you know what I mean. We can discuss it later. Also, what the universe is saying, that if you are going to be intimate of any kind of way in 2026, high potential of fertility, pregnancy. If you want that, go right ahead, my dear. Absolutely. Best of luck, best of everything for you. There is a high chance of that if you have been intimate or will be intimate. Okay? And that could be the catalyst to what leads to a relationship or a union of some sort with whoever may be. Okay? If you're hoping to one day be a mother, the universe is saying that there is that high possibility as well. There's some type of like inherit money gain from someone that passes away, or property of some sort that passes away, and it's gained to you, given to you. Some prosperity, money prosperity, property prosperity of some sort that is coming your way, if it hasn't in the last 2 years. It will be as of now in the next 2 years. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. Thank you, angels of the universe and the heavens. I love that reading for you. Now, I'm gonna go back to this one here. There's a lot of work that needs to be had between you and this person that you're asking. It means that both of you need to sit down and be honest and truthful, and then work on what you want, so that come February, at the end of February into March, you will have a more possibility, a high probability of being more into a relationship of some sort. Okay? But you have to have that conversation. So if he has not reached out, maybe you will want to reach out for better or good. So that way peace can be said. If it needs to be let go, then let go. If he leaves now, trust me, he'll be back. Right. So, I will have to say congratulations because we definitely see pregnancy in the near future, right off the corner. Um, there's a shift and a change in the life environment, and here's the kicker: that you have to be cautious who you meet, who you date. Sometimes when I see it in this way, it doesn't mean necessarily that there's a man that is married. Sometimes it means that there's a man that he's responsible for other people in his life, and those are very important in his life, whether they're for good or bad. But that they interfere in any kind of way into the relationship of who they're wanting to be with. For instance, you. So if we're looking at the person that you're asking, it tells me that his happiness will have to depend very much so on how everybody gets along, and how he gives you the respect that you deserve, not just in private but in public as well. So there are people that he either takes care of with financial situations, and or he may live with as well, or have them live with him. Okay, it feels like a male figure. Sorry, like a female figure. And so therefore, if it's this person that you're asking, it tells me that, there will be a conflict because of this person not having the attention, the divided attention from this person that you're asking of, because you are part of. If that were to be the case, that something would happen at the end between you two. Having said that, it means that there is a possibility that he can become that with you. But it tells me that there has to be a definite moment in time where you and him have to have a conversation of some sort in order to know what pace in life you're in. There's a highly chance that, either, let's say, you start going to the gym, or you start going to a pub, like a restaurant slash bar, where you go and relax and eat, and there you get to meet someone, or you go to like church, a building of some sort. It's something that you do repetitively. You can meet someone through there, or through family, they introduce you to someone. I do not think that it is someone from the past that comes back, that was dishonest and comes back, though there is a possibility, between now and February, that you may see or know about someone in the past, that done you wrong, and there's a chance that he might decide to want to come back, and he sees himself, he sees that you are free, or that he knows that you're free, and he might decide to take that chance to return into your life. That will be up to you. But what it's letting me know is that this person from the past has been thinking about you and wondering or knowing where you are in your life now. I feel that, he has not changed in the way that he was, so he's not fitting for you at this moment in the way that I see it, but that will depend on you. There's also, we have the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, male, and we also have a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, male figure. They are three highly potentials for a relationship for you. Okay, the universe is willing to give you, not willing to, is willing to let you have the choice and privilege, when these people come into your life, to choose. Okay, and based on all this, whoever you decide to be intimate with, as of whatever you've had since December and now and 2026, there's a high potential of a pregnancy for you. There is just no doubt. Marriage situation, it is in the cards. It's telling me that before anything can happen with the person that you asked me today, there has to be an opening of the energies between you two. So based on that, it means have some type of communication to see his in and outs and his desires. Maybe he's just confused and he needs the right answers from you, or maybe you're confused and you need to have a honest conversation with him. Okay, if he has not reached out, he will come back sometime between now and February if he has not reached out. But I would suggest, reach out, so that way you don't have to be holding and waiting. We are in a new age now, so you need to go and get what you deserve. Okay. um and that way you get to control the relationship and rule the relationship and marriage. Trust me on that. What else do I want to say? I think that more than anything, I feel that there's a lot of fear coming from you of you failing in a relationship or not having it, or you being where you are and not ever having it. Um, the fears of being betrayed and hurt, etc. Um, I will say to this, if you want yourself a spiritual physical cleansing, go right ahead and get one done. I would be more than happy to help you with that as well. Um, in order to discard certain energies that you already been holding to, okay? That would also help you to open the portals for the soul mate to come in. There are rituals and spells that are done and motivating into the client for the soul mate to come and enter into the space that they're seeking. Okay, so that would definitely be something that can help you out to bring forth that love of yours and to take away what does not serve you. um, Sometimes karmic relationships, love relationships that are karmic, they kind of hinder our energy to have that love, the true self that we need. So those are one of the things, those are the two things that you can actually would help you a great deal as well. If any of those things interest you, I would definitely take notion of it and try to activate those rituals and spells to have that energy conduce within you now in this week of January the 5th. You have 5 days to activate that energy, that ritual, because that what we do this week is very important. That will lead us and captivate it and capture us into a whole new level as of now and in the next 2 years. Okay. I feel that you having this reading this week, it's an eye opener of what's ahead for the next, now in 2 years, less and or more. But the good thing about this is there's so much prosperity happening in your life, and that the universe is saying that there is a high probability of you having a relationship and a child, uh, and also even including getting married if you choose to. But you have to be seen, you have to be heard, you have to be out there. If you're not able to do those things at the moment, sometime on the second half of 2026, there will be certain things that will come along that would have to expedite those things and let those things come to. So, sometimes what the universe does is, if you're not able to do that and it's absolutely time for you to meet someone that is destined, and even though the timing is not there yet, then they will make it happen one way or the other. It's a hit and miss kind of thing, because you can actually miss your soulmate sometimes when that happens. So that's why it's very important that why not get a ritual that connects with your soulmate to open the doors, the windows, the energies for that person to come in. Absolutely, it's a wonderful thing to do, especially in the beginning of the year. But what I also love for this is that the universe is also letting me know, to let you know that love is there for you, but you have to start within yourself. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, and look at yourself and in the mirror and say, I am worthy, I am valued, and I deserve all that is beautiful of this earth. I am loving and I am fulfilling. I have a wonderful marriage. I have a wonderful husband that loves me and is faithful. And that is wealthy. Why not? And we have 2 beautiful children, etc. You put it out there. You start thinking about it. And that can also start activating the energy for you as well. Of course, I am here to help you in any way that I can with any kind of spells and rituals, any consultation, etc. You know me. What I can say about the reading in total for you today. I feel that you underestimate you. You underestimate your strength, your purity, your joy, your beauty. You are underestimating who you are and who you're becoming. And I need you to start having faith in that, having love for yourself. And do not be afraid to speak from you, from your heart. Do not be afraid to speak what you want to say, what you want and what you need. You have to let it be known. Don't worry about how somebody else is going to see it, perceive it, or see it. That's on them, that's on their energy. But on you, you be upfront. So that way you don't waste your time and nobody else wastes their time either. And trust me, it's better now than later when you are stuck. And those are number one reasons why relationships sometimes fail. Okay? To do that, it's taking your power, your strength back. And knowing that you absolutely deserve what you ask. Okay? I want you to start doing that. The young man that you asked for, he is a potential and a candidate for a relationship, but you need to have a conversation of your desires and needs, and it's not saying that okay you're gonna take in that same day or within weeks process of something else like that. It just means that you're putting it to his energy, to his spirit and body, and to the ethers, and from that moment between now and February to March, there's a possibility of things being better in that aspect of love between you and him. But if he is too close to someone, and if he's talking about you to his family, whoever that is, then there's a slight chance that those people have more domain over him than what he ever thought, and so therefore he's probably gonna distance himself because of that, and feeling like he's not the right person for you, either because of age or his personal situation and things like that. But he is very fond of you. He cares for you, and he could fall in love with you as well. And would he want to remarry again? Yes, but let's find out exactly how long he's been divorced first, because I feel that depending on the amount of time that he's been divorced, he's not actually ready to be married yet. If it's been under 3 years divorced, then even if he says he's ready, he is not ready. He's coming in with the baggage of the last relationships. Okay? So he will not be completely who he wants to be for you or what you want. And also the fact also that you are in a situation at the moment that I absolutely feel that because of that, the ethers, the universe, your guides, experiences, spirits, etc., are keeping you away from these things, because first you need to nurture yourself, and also with where you live and who you live with. And once that is being processed and worked with, heal, etc., then you are more ready and willing to be more open to that love and family situation. Trust me when I say this, that there will be blessings coming in 2026 for you right off the bat, starting in spring. But you need to believe and trust on those. Okay? I am still sensing the I will say this: if you have had intimacy, sexual contact, intimacy already, then you more than probable already expecting. If you've been intimate already since December, then there's a probability that you're already expecting. Okay? But if not, it's coming around the corner for you, my dear, because you will be intimate with someone. I can tell you that. Any other, any other, for my financial immersion of the heavens? Do you have siblings? Because again, it keeps telling me of someone that is related to you, that they will be contacting you in reference to what's going on in their lives. If it's not a sibling like a brother or sister, it's someone that you know, like a cousin of some sort, coming in, you know, that haven't been speaking to or whatever for some time. Maybe they are saying that they have good news, etc. It kind of feels more of a rubbing news, like rub it on your face kind of thing. Um, but we see expansion and growth in your life. We also see that there will be, between now and 2 years, probably a shift of home as well for you, because of either getting married or moving in with someone as well. Um, and so there's some time off from work, either because of vacation, or whatever it is, but it gives me a time off from work as well for you to make all these arrangements and changes in your life. um, right. Okay. So I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of the sibling of yours, the date of birth and name, but that's okay. Any other day we can. And also, again, more info on the person that you asked me, but based on what I saw here today, the most important thing is when we see that they have certain feelings for you in certain aspects of wanting to be with you. Um, I feel that he's very private, because the way that I was trying to enter his energy, I couldn't. But I was able to see what I mattered the most for you. He's very private. He doesn't like to disclose much of himself. Um, he likes, um, more of a conservative type for me in the way that I saw it. Okay, I'm not sure if that's how he, pretends to be. Again, I would definitely ask, or if you already know what he does for a living, um, and also, have you been out with him already? It's very important to know that before you give your heart away. Okay, you need to see, you need to go out, be seen, be heard, and then see what comes out from that before anything else. You are very vulnerable, and I feel that it's wonderful, and I commend that. But a lot of people can see that as weakness, okay, and they might take advantage because of that. Knowing that you are in the way that you are, and that you're giving your heart to someone, or that you're ready to give your heart to someone, and they're just may or may not be ready for you, or may not be for you, or may not be suitable for you at this time. But what I'm saying with all this is that, um, be open, and I keep saying that. There's always a reason why things keep coming back, right? So be open to give him your peace of mind, to let him know what you want and what you need, and then we'll take it from there. Um, I wish you the very best, and I thank you for coming back and reaching out. I'm always here for you, as you know. May this 2026 be your year to prosper and find that love that you're seeking and that you absolutely deserve. As of now, I will ask our angels and our guardian angels to bless you, to watch over you, to protect you, and gift you what you are hoping and desiring at this very moment. Speak it. Thank you to the Father, Thank you to our Holy Spirits. Thank you to thyself. May you grant us all that we desire and give this blessing to our child that deserves it. Love, peace, and prosperity. Family, success, and abundance. 4. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you, our Father. Thank you to the angels. Thank you to thyself. Thank you to our guardian angels. May so it be. This will run all the way till it's all cleared out by its own energy. Send it to the universe in your behalf, my child. Okay? Love and light to you and to yours. And thank you, everyone, for taking your time to watch. Come along, email me at solunabotanica2@gmail.com and or margourtarotreader@gmail.com. We'll be more than happy to help you enlighten your world in any way that we can. Love and light to my beautiful clients. Love and light to all of you who are taking time to watch. May this reading, even though it's a personal reading, give you some insights of what the peace and tranquility that you can find, the answers that you can find, and or guide you in the best possibility. Love and light to all of you. Thank you.